everyone, this is Ashmita from ISS Classes. As you can see on your screen, this is the question paper portion of ISS IES paper. And this portion that is presented to you all is showing the essay topics that was given in the year 2022. Yes, this is the 2022 question paper. It's the general English paper we are talking about. And let me tell you before starting that I'm going to focus on only number 3B in today's class. This is question number 3 where paragraph writing was given. It had to be finished off within 200 words. And in today's class, we are focusing on question number B that says all's well, that ends well. Like whatever happens in the starting, in the middle of a story, just don't consider that thing. Whatever ends well, that's that's like all's well. Okay, that's a happy ending. Do not think about the sad things that took place in the beginning, in the middle, because if the end is happy, then everything is happy. That is what the uh, topic is trying to say. So you can give your own opinions on this topic, like it can be for, it can be against, but don't make it an argumentative topic. Rather try to give a general discussion over it, and then you can talk about whether this a line is justifying itself or it is contradicting. Okay, you can talk like that. So here I'm going to give you certain points that you can just consider in your essay or your paragraph, in your paragraph. Okay. Now, all's well that ends well. This is actually from a play by William Shakespeare. Okay. It is a famous adage which perhaps has its origin in William Shakespeare's famous play All's Well That Ends Well. Now, this proverb means that no matter how one arrived at a certain outcome means result, if that outcome is a good one, then everything is all right. So, as I have introduced, that let the beginning, let the middle of your life be whatever it is, but if the ending is happy, then everything is happy. Okay. In other words, no matter how many challenges were faced in order to achieve a goal, if that goal has been achieved and is a good one, then the whole process is justified. In sum, then the proverb all's well that ends well refers to the idea of the end justifies the means. Okay. Uh, This idea is based on the principle that if a good result is achieved, it does not matter what was done in order to achieve that result. Like it sounds a little bit spooky, but the end result justifies the means they are talking about. Yes, this part is like for the topic. Okay, that all's well, that ends well. Now this portion that I'm talking about is for the topic. But obviously you can write against the topic as I've already told you. It's your opinion. If you think that no, it's absolutely a nonsense that all's well that ends well, because like going through wrong ways to achieve something good is itself a wrong concept. So you shouldn't go in that way. So you can write like that also against this topic. It's up to you. This proverb suggests that retrospectively the process of achieving the result will look good because the end result itself is a good one. Now the proverb is basically suggesting that if the end result is a good one, then of course the means through which the good result has been achieved is also a good one. But not necessarily. You all know that. So this is just for the topic. When someone is speaking for the topic, you can add such good points. No one is going to see how much efforts you have done for achieving a particular success. Everyone is going to concentrate on the end result. Therefore, it is wisely said that all's well that ends well. Okay, so if you think, obviously give certain examples while you are talking about the points. Don't just leave the points like that. Give examples. It will look very good if you give examples. If you think about a movie, then you can judge every director tries to make a happy ending as he knows that if the end is good, the movie will be considered as good. Let's compare this with life. Suppose one person is born in poor family. He works hard day and night and becomes rich in future. Now this means that the person has got an end which is good. So of course um, he or she was from a very poor family, but it doesn't matter because now at the end in future he has become very rich and he has worked hard for it. So that work hard doesn't matter, but rather he has achieved so much in life that matters. So all's well that ends well. Now, the notion that all's well that ends well is prevalent throughout the human life. For instance, this proverb could be cited when a person passes an exam after plenty of grueling studying, then someone marries the love of their life after years of separation and challenges. So, hopefully, you all can understand where we can put this proverb. Okay, like there was too much of fighting or too much of like repulsion going on in between the two people in a relationship, but years after that, like years after separation and years after challenges, they have come together and married each other. Okay. Old friends reconcile after an argument and the preceding argument is forgotten as a result of the reconciliation. All right. Okay, so what is this proverb actually resulting in? It is providing motivation. Now, adhering to the notion that all's well that ends well provides us with motivation when the going has been tough. Now, if we are in the midst of a challenging time, remembering this proverb can motivate us to keep going towards that happy ending. So of course, in real life also, it can you can incorporate these kind of examples because in real life also, when you feel demotivated, you can say to yourself that all's well that ends well because you're working hard for it, and end will be great. So when the challenges of life make us think, why am I doing this? We can simply say this proverb to ourselves to remind ourselves that it will all be worth it when we achieve our goals. Next is reconciliation. Now, this proverb helps us to reconcile after arguments, like become friends, like we become friendly once again after lots of arguments, as it reminds us not to dwell on past discord, but to celebrate the happy endings. Okay, it also helps in acknowledging the power of a good result. So this essay topic is basically focusing on a good result, good end. So reconciliation, a goal achieved, or any other happy ending can have the power to shed happiness back onto the past as well, and to make past troubles all seem worthwhile because they led up to this happy result. So the proverb all's well that ends well celebrates and acknowledges this fact. Okay. Next is getting the perspective on the past. Like if the present is good, then why not focus on that? All too often, we let the challenges of the past cloud the opportunities of the present. Yes, most of the time we are always thinking about the past that we did wrong or whatever we did right, whatever. We always think of the past most of the times. So the proverb all's well that ends well enables us to see the past and present as forming a narrative that ends happily. So people look at this present and past and think, having a perspective on the past and the present, like forming a story that ends happily. So again, focusing on the end. You can write about these things, like what kind of motivation does this proverb give us? In this way, we do not let the past loom too huge and crowd out our thoughts. Instead, we see the past simply as one part of a wider chain of events which has led up to something good. That way, yes, that way, Even the difficult times in our life will be seen to have been worth, while as they were part of a system of events that brought us a happy ending. So, yeah, you can include your own points by saying that this proverb has helped you in getting motivated. This was quite inspirational. You can talk about all these. It has also helped in positive thinking. Okay, so this proverb enables us to think positively and to have an optimistic outlook on life. Now, this is always a very good thing, as many studies have shown that people who are able to emphasize the good things in life are more likely to be happy and healthy and to achieve their goals. Now, this proverb thus is great for our psychological, mental, and physical health, as it gives us a boost of the positive thinking, which in turn will help us to think more positively about the other things. Obviously, this kind of proverb always give us some sort of like motivation and positive vibes. Okay, so this proverb is very good for those times when we need to motivate ourselves to keep going with a very difficult task, or when we have come to the end of a long and challenging project and we find ourselves questioning whether it was all worth it or not. All in all, this is a fantastic proverb to use to celebrate happy endings, no matter where they arise in life, romantically, socially, professionally, and in friendships and families. Yeah, so these are the points that you can definitely include in your own words, and also you can add your own valuable points. I'll try to give examples that will create a very good impression on your like on your teacher who is checking the paper, who is checking your essay. So yeah, that's it for today's class. If you're preparing for any kind of entrance exam or any kind of like competitive exam, you can just join our classes, enroll in our classes. The website link is given in the beginning of the video as well as in the description box below. The contact details are also given. So you can just contact us and join our classes for live lectures, recorded lectures, portal access, then all sorts of mock tests, then scholarship facilities, crash course facilities, and all the guidance from the expert teachers. There you will also have the study materials which would be provided at your doorstep, like it would be related to the exam preparation that you are doing. So that's it for today's class. We are meeting once again in our next classes.